Hey all, episode 4, I think. Yep, episode 4, here we go. So last video, I did a bit of gluing, a bit of sawing, bit of marking out, just bits and bobs, and I think this video is going to be pretty much the same thing. I've taken the clamps off this, so this is the headstock end of the neck. Really nice kind of, I've done it, give it a little bit of a sand, but not much. I just wanted to see what it would look like, but I think that's going to be almost invisible when that's cut out and whatnot. So I am going to be cutting out that headstock shape. See that? There you go, that headstock shape today. I'll probably cut out the neck as well, so we'll cut out the whole neck. And then, if I don't drop it, I'd like to cut out the rest of the body. I was going to route the P90 out before cutting out the rest of the body, but there's enough meat on this to hold the router in place and to hold the template in place, so I'll do that, and then I may well route out the neck pocket. So we'll be doing some routing as well. That's the plan, cutting and routing. So at the end of this video, should hopefully have a cut out neck and a cut out body. I've been thinking about what to do with the body, because obviously I'm keeping it sort of faceted, I'm keeping it straight edges. And there was some bits I was kind of thinking, how the heck am I going to do it? But I've figured it out. I'm not going to say anything yet because, well, I might not do it, or it might not work, and therefore you'll never see it. But I think it will work, what I want to do. I'm quite excited about it, so I really want to kind of crack on and do this. Got a few other projects kind of floating around in the workshop as well. There's that one there, which is pallet wood. I've made that completely out of an old pallet, the whole lot, the neck, the body, the lot. Got really lucky on that pallet. The piece in the middle, I'm convinced, is walnut. Could be wrong, but it's certainly like walnut. Really nice piece of wood in the middle of that, off a pallet. Who knew? So that one, that's not for the Great Guitar Build-Off 2023. This one here, this one is for the Great Guitar Build-Off 2023. So I better crack on, hadn't I? So I'm going to start with cutting the headstock out. Yeah, let's do it. That's the headstock roughed out. Obviously needs planing and sanding and all of that, but that was pretty quick, pretty easy. I hope the body goes that quickly and easily. We'll see. I think that'll look all right. I'm quite liking that. So, cut the headstock out. Gonna cut the rest of the neck out. Gonna cut kind of away from the line because I can then finesse it into shape later on. One completely roughed out neck. Yeah, it's gonna look good. Okay, so it's getting a bit late now. I'm doing this after work, so it's now getting on. I'm getting hungry. My wife is away, so it's a microwave curry for one tonight, but I might just have time to cut a few chunks off this body. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just cut maybe all of it. There's some bits I can see are going to be tricky to cut on the bandsaw because I've got to do everything straight. If it was a case of a curvy body, then you can just kind of go around on the bandsaw, no problem. But everything's got to be straight on this, so it's working out where to do the cuts because I've got to do them straight. And there's a few bits, but these bits here, the kind of cutaway bits. You see that? It's not showing up very well. But in here, when it kind of goes down, across and up, I can't go down, across and up in a straight line on a bandsaw. So I'm going to have to do a few cuts and probably a bit of chiseling and a bit of sanding and whatnot. But I'm going to give it a go and see how far we get before I really need to eat some food. All right, let's cut the body. I'm just looking at it and just kind of working out where I want to go here. Okay, I think I want to go there. Let's get these ends off. Okay, so I've just cut sort of the end off there, so the facets are starting to show now, so that's good. A little bit lighter. On the bandsaw, I'm using the widest blade that I've got, which is I think it's 3/4 inch. Might be a bit less, maybe 5/8 of an inch. What's that in millimeters? I'm not sure. But it's the widest blade I've got, and I think it's the widest blade for this size of machine, which is the Record Power Sabre 250. And it's doing fine. It's doing the straights really well. So I'll just keep going and see where I get to. So I've got quite a bit of it cut out there. So the bits I was talking about which are tricky to cut on a bandsaw are these bits here. So I need to go in there where I've just cut, I need to come down here, and then I'm going to have to make several cuts and then chisel it out and then sand it so that bit's flat. Because bandsaws don't like to go around corners, especially wide blades. I'll just do a little bit more on it. Okay, so I am just putting some templates on, well, one template. I'm just putting the pickup cavity template on. I'm going to route that before I kind of go any further, shaping the body or anything else. So super glue and masking tape trick seems to work every time, so no reason to think it's not going to work this time, but you never know. I'm just going to double check that, because if it's wrong it's no good. I'm going to say that that is wrong. So I'm going to do this off camera and get it all lined up, because it's pretty boring to watch, to be honest. Okay, so I have got the P90 template on the top there, super glue masking tape trick, and then the whole body is just secured again with masking tape and super glue onto a piece of plywood that is screwed down to my bench. So that is solid, you know, everything's solid, so it'll be fine for the router. So let's give it a bash. Well, it's messy, but it's certainly fun. Well, I stuck that down well. Well, let's get the body off. Go on. Okay, so that's the P90 cavity done. It'll need a little bit of clean up and a bit of sanding and all of that, but basically that is the cavity. That's the depth I've gone to. I've gone to 18mm on that. It should be enough. If not, I can always go a little bit deeper, but I think 18mm should be fine. But as you can see, it kind of just did a little bit of a lip there as I drop down, but I'll sand all that, so that'll be fine. The next little bit of routing is the neck pocket. I think I want to do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I've just kind of put some bits of wood where the neck pocket is going to be, just using that as a template. Some wood around it. That is now my routing template, and it should be absolutely fine. Just going to rub that because there's a little tiny lip there that I can feel, and I don't want that lip to translate into the neck pocket. Okay. And I'm going down in just sort of 4-5mm of increments with this. I don't want to blow out the ends, so I'll continue with this and I'll keep recording, but I'll probably speed it up. So as you can see, I'm round about 7mm deep at the minute. I'm just going to change the route a bit so I can go deeper. I'm just going to keep going down in small increments, mainly so I just don't blow this sort of end piece out here because it's a delicate piece, because that would be bad. So I've got just a slightly longer router bit here just to get the final pass that I need, and that should hopefully be it. Okay, just a quick measure for the depth. I'm happy with that. Alright, so we've got a neck pocket. Again, going to need some sanding, maybe a little bit more routing, but we will see. And we have got pickup socket routing thing. The guitar is taking shape. I just want to try something actually. So this is the template I'm using. We're going to see if this fits in there nicely. That fits in there rather nicely actually. That's super tight. So, I mean, you know, all I need to do is get the neck the same as that, and happy days. Well, I thought I was done with the routing, but I've decided just to kind of do the neck profile. Barely anything needs doing really, but I'll do it. Right, nice one. Okay, bit better. Okay, so got the right profile, fits in quite nicely, good little brake angle on that, just all I need. Happy with that. So that's quite a bit of routing done today. I see a lot of sanding in my future. But that's probably enough for today, isn't it? I'll take some close-up photos of bits and bobs, but I think that's enough. Okay, so I think that's the end of episode 4. I'm a little bit dusty. I think I should have worn a mask. I'm going to have to go and blow my nose in a minute. It's another hot day, so the shed is like a sauna, so I'm covered in sweat and sawdust, also known as man glitter, and there's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, so today, not a massive amount done, but as you can see, we've got the shape of the guitar, we've got the P90 pickup hole routed out, we've got the neck pocket routed out, lots of sanding to do. There's going to be some more shaping on these edges. They're not just going to be squared off like that, they are going to be faceted again to add to the whole thing. There's going to be facets on the back. This here, which is super thick, where the neck pocket is, again is going to be faceted, and then lots and lots of sanding, and then I've also got the neck profile done, so I'm happy with that. It's a good sort of slim Telecaster type, which I like. I'm still toying with faceting the back of the neck rather than having standard round neck. I'm thinking a faceted back because it will work, it will be comfortable, and and I think it'll go with the overall look of the guitar. So that's it, I think. I've got some more bits to do in the workshop here that aren't related to this, so I'll probably get on with those before I absolutely melt. All right, thanks everyone, and I'll see you on wow, episode 5. So it's not the end of the video. I thought it was, and I kind of looked around and I thought, you know what, I might as well just put the truss rod in and glue the fretboard on. So that's what I'm going to do, and I think then that will be the end of the video. Okay, well, let me just position myself here and get some glue and bits and bobs, and I'll glue this on. So, plenty of glue. We want to make sure it sticks. So we're going to get this in place, get it clamped up. Okay, a few clamps in place now. Many clamps. We have one there. Basically, I'll probably use all the clamps that I've got to do this. And when I'm doing this, I'm just kind of doing them all loose for now and lining everything up and just kind of squeezing them a little bit just to get them where I need them to be. A few scrap bits of wood not to damage anything, because that would be bad. And that for the middle. Okay, so I've got 3 clamps on there. I'm just checking everything's central. I'll start tightening up. So we're on the centre line. Probably, yep, I'm in the middle there. So I'm happy there. So we're going to be all right. Just a quick little adjustment on that one. Like that. This one can be tightened up. So now I'm just going to tighten them all up. Get them going. I don't like that clamp. There we go, better clamp. Another one. Scrap bits of wood just to protect things. That's it. Just going to replace this one. Okay, so yeah, that's glued up. Doesn't take long, just a bit of glue, some clamps, and that can dry now until episode 5. So that's it, that's the end of the episode. Is it the end of the episode? Yeah, it's the end of the episode. Cheers guys, thanks a lot.